In the program Kazakhstan International Vectors, International Relations, Political Views, Economic Solutions and Social Innovations. Further, you will find out what are the benefits of Kazakhstan's membership in the UN Security Council, how do internet platforms form a new reality in Central Asia, what affected the economy of Kazakhstan in 2016 and what will affect it in 2017. The past and the present are our means, the future alone our end. Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, physicist, philosopher. At the beginning of 2016, Kazakhstani Institute for Strategic Studies predicted some major events of the year for Central Asia. Among them were the decline in economic growth, the expansion of China's investment presence in Asia, the growing threat of terrorism, a new stage in the development of transport and energy projects, Iran's return to regional processes, the next electoral cycle for most countries, the intensification of the efforts of the Central Asian regional security, and others. Kazakhstan's recent election to become a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council, starting from January 1st, 2017, this is for us a huge diplomatic recognition of the country. In 2017, Kazakhstan joins other countries and takes responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. This has become possibly partly because the Republic, for many years, has been in favor of a world free of nuclear weapons. Kazakhstan has also started active work to combat terrorism in the region. On the site, organized by Kazakhstan, all world religions unite against terrorism. Especially, I would like to mention, of course, the Congress of World and Traditional Religions. The first Congress was held in 2003, and for now we have already had 5 of them. Such congresses of the world religions, they not only deal with the issues of rapprochement of cultures and religions and civilizations, but they also solve the problems of modern nature, the challenges of the issue of globalization, problems of an economic partnership, and so on. Other countries also tend to adopt the unique experience of Kazakhstan. Republic creates different platforms for dialogue between East and West to be able to discuss common problems. The information and communication platform G-Global, which is in fact a social network for intellectuals, today joined more than 30,000 users from 150 countries. The best minds meet in the network to discuss global issues of our time and to develop effective solutions. Over the years, the main features of the World Anti-Crisis Plan were discussed and the activities of other info-communicative fields. They discussed the topic of the future of energy in the framework of our upcoming exhibition Expo 2017. In the end, the project of the green economy and therefore this whole area, so over the years it has acquired the most important support of the experts. On the open area, it was created and has been finalizing the Global Anti-Crisis Plan. The primary task of G-Global is the adoption of UN-backed plan for UN member states at the level of ministers of finance, economy and heads of central banks. Surprisingly, the center of the discussion of a plan has precisely become this online platform. Today, many Kazakhstani projects and programs have been implementing in the modern format, online. In the nearest future, half of Central Asia's population will have an access to the internet and social networks. This creates a new reality. The European Union, China and Russia, how and whom Kazakhstan cooperates with. What is the meaning of the Universiade and Expo 2017 for Kazakhstan? The year has brought challenges to the world economy in general and Kazakhstan in particular. And although it has aggravated many of the world's problems, it has also become a year of opportunities. Kazakhstan continued to build its image on the global arena. Astana Economic Forum can be called the main event of the past year. The Astana Economic Forum was attended by more than 4,500 people, including 1,000 foreigners and 180 super VIPs who, let's say, are the international stars in the field of economics, finance or public sphere or some other achievements. The forum is a unique opportunity for Kazakh officials to discuss economic problems directly with the world minds, get an expert evaluation of the measures taken locally. If talking about the stars, it is primarily Roberto Azevedo is the WTO head. That is, we have just joined WTO and the WTO head has already visited Kazakhstan. It is Jack Ma, a multi-billionaire from China, who is engaged in internet business. It is also Arthur Lather, who is known to every economist, I think, in the field of taxation. At the forum, participants have discussed the main trends and challenges of the global economy, as well as the issues of long-term economic growth in the new economic reality, increasing the role of competition policy in the integration processes at all levels. In 2016, Kazakhstan continued to implement a policy of active economic cooperation with many countries. In the past year, an agreement has been signed to expand the partnership with the European Union. Expanded partnership involves a lot of different areas. These are the trade and economic cooperation, finances, the imposition of the tax, consumers, businesses, and many other areas. That is, the agreement provides 9 different chapters. 3 of them have already been headed with our ministries. Kazakhstan is also seeking to expand cooperation with its neighbors, most notably Russia and China, as well as the CIS countries, Iran and Afghanistan. The country is looking for new possibilities of cooperation in the framework of the Eurasian Economic Union. In 2016, Kazakhstan chaired the EAEC. In October, entered into force an agreement on free trade zone with Vietnam. The issues about the beginning of negotiations on the establishment of similar zones with Iran, India, Singapore and Egypt, as well as the negotiations on trade agreements with China and Israel were actively discussed. Kazakhstan has also continued its active cooperation with its main trading partner, Russia. A major event is a forum of interregional cooperation, which took place on October 3rd through 4th last year, with the participation of heads of states of Kazakhstan and the Russian Federation. At this event, we held various topics of business meetings and the largest business forum between Kazakhstan and Russia. Before the event, such forums were not carried out. I mean business forums and interregional cooperation forum. It is a traditional event annually held in Kazakhstan and Russia. 56 bilateral documents totaling about $3 billion were signed at the Forum of Interregional Cooperation of Kazakhstan and Russia. In 2016, the trade with China was also developing. One of the most important projects which contributes to this, the construction of the motorway Western Europe, Western China.
So what is happening now is that Central Asia is building its connections to the south and to the east, so that it can benefit from these new emerging markets and can sell its agricultural and other products to these markets. Central Asia has a huge advantage of becoming an important transit route for goods and services that can go from East and South Asia to the rest of the world and back.
Construction and reconstruction of roads in Kazakhstan, the creation of new factories and jobs, the transition of enterprises to international standards, the result of the project which can be observed in the country today. On the border between Kazakhstan and China operates the International Center of Boundary Cooperation, KOGOS. International Center of Boundary Cooperation acts as a commercial agent between the two countries. These are more than personal relations. These are, in the dry port, the cargo has been overloaded, so these are also global logistics projects. Although the global trade is not growing and the main export commodities of Kazakhstan, oil and gas, are losing their value, exports of manufactured goods from the country in 2016 have increased significantly. The country also reached record levels of foreign direct investment. According to Kazakh Invest, for 9 months of 2016, Kazakhstan has attracted about $14.5 billion. This is the highest figure for the last 10 years. The Netherlands have invested in Kazakhstan $65 billion. The United States, $23 billion. France is on the third place with $13 billion invested in Kazakhstan. 25 years of independence Kazakhstan has celebrated in 2016. All this time, the republic has been actively cooperating with international organizations and other countries. Kazakhstan has joined the UN in January 1992, a month after getting its independence. The regional office of the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs was established in Kazakhstan in 2007, and the regional office is located in Almaty. But our representatives, our colleagues, they work in other countries of Central Asia and Caucasus. On February the 3rd, 2016, President of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, performed at the expanded board of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. During his speech, he said that the country today has established diplomatic relations with 169 countries of the world and hopes for the support of friendly countries, as well as, for the first time, for membership in the UN Security Council. Kazakhstan's candidacy was supported by 138 countries out of 193 UN member states who took part in the vote. The country now has the right to preside over the Security Council, to convene its meetings and to form the agenda for discussion. This will raise questions relevant to the Republic to attract the world's attention to them. Kazakhstan has also expressed willingness to accept the Astana talks on Syria. They will be held in January 2017. The same month, Almaty will hold the large-scale international competitions, the Universiade 2017. Kazakhstan will be visited by more than 5,000 students from 50 countries who will compete in 12 different sports. Local athletes have more chances to win, and they have their role models. In 2016, at the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Kazakh swimmer Dmitry Balandin, for the first time in the history of independent Kazakhstan, has won the golden medal of the Olympic Games in the 200 meters breaststroke. A 50-year-old swimmer, Zulfiya Gabidulina, has won the first Paralympic gold in the history of Kazakhstan. Even more important for the country's upcoming event is the exhibition Expo 2017. From June 10th to September 10th, it is scheduled to take about 2-3 million visitors from more than 100 countries. The topic of Expo is the energy of the future. Participating countries will demonstrate their achievements and perspectives in the field of renewable energy sources and their main advantages. For Kazakhstan, Expo 2017 will be a landmark event. As never before, the international exhibition of this magnitude was held in the countries of Central Asia and the CIS. Kazakhstan becomes more and more known in the world. Everyone knows about the sporting achievements of Kazakhstan, everyone knows about the good economic development, the stability of this country. Everyone knows how Kazakhstan successfully chaired the OSCE. In 2017, Expo will be opened and more visitors from other countries, more tourists will come and see all the beauty of Kazakhstan and meet wonderful people of Kazakhstan. Today, Kazakhstan is an increasingly popular tourist destination. The American newspaper The New York Times has identified 52 places in the world that are worth visiting in 2017. Kazakhstan has also entered the list. The only country in the post-Soviet space is located on the 26th place. In 2017, Kazakhstan expanded the list of countries which have an agreement with Kazakhstan on visa-free regime from 35 to 56 states. Kazakhstan has introduced a visa-free regime for the citizens of the countries of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, as well as the United Arab Emirates, Malaysia, Monaco and Singapore. In the capital of Kazakhstan, on the basis of infrastructure of Astana Expo 2017, an international financial center, Astana, will be created, which is scheduled to become a financial hub for the CIS countries, as well as the entire region of Western and Central Asia.